motherhood, womanhood, and ladyhood. If you are a woman in your gender, if you are the way God created you, not the way you have created yourself. But if you are a woman, I have a message for you from the Holy Spirit. And as you know, when pastor says, "Thus saith the Lord has thus said it." I have a message to you from the Holy Spirit. He wants me to tell you, it's time that you get upset as a woman. It's time you get upset as a woman. It's time for you to get offended about some folks trying to be something they're not. And in their trying as a woman, it's an insult to you. It's an insult to you. The creation of woman in the context in which God created her is being attacked like never before. And for the most part, ladies, you're not getting upset about it. You're not getting upset about it. As I said, I'm not going to deal with this but for a moment today. But where are all my women of God today? Where are you at? I want to hear from you. If you're a woman of God, I want you to give God about 30 seconds of praise. If you're a real woman of God, I want you to give God about 30 seconds of praise. I'm talking about a woman of God. A woman of God, sobriety living, righteous living, knows how to have kids and then knows how to raise them. I'm saying knows how to have kids and then knows how to raise them. I said know how to have kids and then knows how to raise them. You're the queen of your home. You don't ask nobody what to do in your home. You're the queen of that home. God's ordained you, called you, set his seal upon you, and you're a queen of that house. And you don't back up to the devil. You don't back up to society. You don't back up to the nearest trend. You are a woman of God, and you stand in that power, and you walk in that power, and you live in that power, and you raise your family in that power. Not talking about all the males that decided they want to be women, all the women that's decided they want to be men, but I want to speak to the real women in the audience today. You are a woman, and you got all the parts that identifies you as a woman. You look like a woman. You ain't have to pump up, prime up, fix up, go to a doctor and doctor up. You ain't had to do none of that. You was born a woman. You are a woman. You're here as a woman. And if the trump of God sounds, you're going to leave this planet as a woman, as God has created you in his likeness. We're going to get a little mixed up. We're going to we're going to ramp up the enemy, and we're going to let him know you don't come into my house presenting to be something you're not. You don't. And I want to say this. I'll go ahead and say it. I might better say it. Well, yeah, I will. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Let me find it. I'm going to go ahead and say this. I'm going to get it out of my system. For the LGBT community, that's the lesbian, the gay, the bisexual, and the transsexual community that sent me an email saying, "Would I accept you as you are?" I'm on a flat-footed tell you, there ain't no way in this earth I'm going to accept you as you are. But if you'll come to this house, the God of all gods will get a hold of your heart. He'll change you. He'll make you what he created you to be. You'll be a brand new person in Christ Jesus. You won't leave here like you came. If you came in a man, you'll leave a man. man. If you came in a woman, you'll leave a woman. If you're a man, you'll wear man's clothes. If you're a woman, you'll wear woman's clothes. If you're a man, you'll take your bathroom in the man's bathroom. If you're a woman, you'll use a woman's bathroom. Somebody got to say it, Brother Cutchins. Somebody has got to stand up and say it. I want to speak to the real women. I have a question for you. Now listen to Pastor. I might should have preached something softer. I want you to listen to Pastor. When are you going to get upset as what this world is doing to womanhood? When are you going to get upset about it? Ladies, when a woman says she wants to be a man and a man says he wants to be a woman, it should offend the real women in the world. It should offend you. Ladies, you shouldn't accept a stinking male when he wants to put on a dress, put makeup on, act like you act. You should not accept them in your circles, in your bathrooms, in your company. It should offend you, and you should drive that woman wannabe out of your company. And they come up there and they go, oh, I want to be just like you. You ought to look at him and say, you're full of the devil. You are a cursed generation. Get out of my area. Don't even come in my space. We ain't going to talk about what makeup we wear. We ain't going to talk about the kind of heels we wear. We ain't going to talk about this, and we ain't going to talk about that. Real women ought to be real women, and real men ought to be real men. And if the rest of them in the middle don't get it right, they're going straight to hell unless they change their way of living.